What's up guys, Creighton here from LogicLounge.com. Today I want to talk about BitTorrenting. And no, it is not illegal. What is illegal though is downloading illegal content from these sources. And BitTorrent is just like FTP transfers, HTTP transfers. They all do the same thing, except with HTTP and FTP, they come from a centralized source, whereas BitTorrent doesn't have a central source, but many sources that it takes from. And this is a good and bad thing. Now I'll talk about the good things first. The good thing about this is that, like I said, it decentralizes the source. And if you're somebody who's serving up large files, this is a better way because it can, one, save you on bandwidth, and two, even speed up the downloads as well, depending on how healthy the torrent is. Now there are tons of free torrents out there. Archive.org has a huge library of free torrents. There are search engines for free torrents out there that include like Creative Commons music and images and licensed stuff that is all free to use. And so it's not just an illegal source of content, but you can get a lot of legal stuff there as well. And the best way that I can explain BitTorrent is actually through an analogy. So I'll try to put this analogy as simple as I can for you. Say you're in a class with 10 students and you have a book of 10 pages that you want to give to every student. Now you could go and copy all those pages and end up paying for 100 pages of content. Whereas if you gave everybody one page and told them to go make 10 copies, each one of them is only responsible for one small part of that book, basically distributing the load and the cost that would be associated with copying an entire book. Now how this works in BitTorrent is pretty simple. You have somebody who has the source file, or all of the source file, even some parts of the source file, and what BitTorrent does is say, okay, I need this part of this file. Who has it? And whoever has it, it will grab that part from. So when it's downloading this content, it will download it from multiple sources, taking small parts from every one, both speeding up the download plus saving bandwidth. If you have a large, like I said, about maybe 10 gigabyte file, and you are a large company who wants to serve that large file to its thousands, hundreds of thousands of users, that's a lot of transfer to think about. And when you have to pay for that transfer, you're gonna look for the cheapest method. And that's what BitTorrent basically does, is it distributes the load out over what is called peers, or the people who have this file and then who seed it to the rest of the network. And like I said, there are illegal sites out there that do this, which is a big no-no, but there are also legal sites out there. I mean, there's sites even for game patch updates that they just have a whole list of legal patch updates for games that you can go download. Because sometimes these patches are multiple gigabytes in size and they can take forever to download if you aren't able to saturate your connection downloading it to your computer. So no, BitTorrent is not illegal. What is illegal is the sites that choose to use BitTorrent as their medium of transferring files. So next time you're thinking that BitTorrent is illegal, think again. It is actually a great transfer method. It reduces costs on the host end, as well as allows you, the consumer, to get your content ever faster, the content that we all want to get instantly. We can with better BitTorrent transfers. And like I said, just a simple Google search out there, you can find tons of free and legal torrents out there to use. And I would suggest using it too because it's just a faster method. As always, don't download anything illegal, wink, wink. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in our next video.